Hello and welcome. Okay, let's just jump right in. Choosing between ASP.NET Framework and ASP.NET Core, it kind of feels like picking a vehicle for a job. Are you going to stick with that reliable, old, heavy-duty truck that's amazing, but only runs on one specific highway? Well, that's ASP.NET Framework. Or do you need that modern, all-terrain vehicle that can go absolutely anywhere, on any road with some serious speed? Yeah, that's Core. So that's the big question, isn't it? Whether you're trying to keep an old system alive and kicking, or you're starting something totally new from scratch, making the right choice here is, well, it's absolutely critical for the success of your project. And that's exactly what we're going to do. My goal here is to cut through all the noise and just give you a clear, straightforward guide. That way you can make a smart, informed decision and feel really good about it. All right, so in one corner, we have the original, the veteran, ASP.NET Framework. And in the other corner, we have its modern, super fast successor, ASP.NET Core. Let's get into this. It's a tale of two frameworks. First up, let's talk about the OG. You got to respect the classics, right? ASP.NET Framework has been the backbone for a ton of enterprise apps for years and years. It's the established player, it's got a long history, and the most important detail is right there, staring us in the face. It was specifically designed for building applications that run on Windows. Its entire world, from the moment you write the first line of code to the day you deploy it, is just deeply, deeply tied to the Windows ecosystem. So when would you actually choose it today? Well, the answer really comes down to one word: legacy. If you're working on an older enterprise app, especially one that depends on specific tech like web forms or WCF, then Framework is pretty much your only choice. It's for maintenance, not for new creation. And this example just drives the point home perfectly. Picture a massive corporate HR system, built maybe a decade ago, humming along on a Windows server. Trying to migrate that whole thing to Core would be a monumental task, probably a nightmare. So you maintain it with what it was built on, ASP.NET Framework. But the world changed, right? The cloud happened. Containers happened. We started needing our apps to run everywhere. So in response, Microsoft created the modern challenger, ASP.NET Core. And the keywords here just tell the whole story. Modern, high performance, cross-platform, and super importantly, open source. This wasn't just an update. It was a complete from the ground up reimagining. It was built to be fast, flexible, and to run literally anywhere. So what does this mean for you? Well, if your project has to run on Linux or be deployed in a Docker container, Core is your answer. If you're building modern REST APIs or a microservices architecture, you need the kind of performance that Core delivers. And let's be crystal clear about this. If you are starting any new project today, you should be using ASP.NET Core, period. And a perfect example of this? A brand new e-commerce site. You want it to be blazing fast. You need it to scale during big sales. And you want the freedom to deploy it to any cloud provider. AWS, Azure, you name it, probably using containers. That is the world ASP.NET Core was born for. Okay, so we've met the contenders. Now it's time for the main event. Let's put them side by side, head to head, to make this choice as clear as possible. Now, what's really interesting here is how it just boils everything down so simply. Platform, Windows only versus literally anywhere. Best for, old stuff versus new stuff. Performance, good versus absolutely fantastic. And project type, maintenance versus all new development. I mean, the lines are drawn very, very clearly here. And look, if you need a final verdict, one single takeaway, this is it. This quote says it all. ASP.NET Core is the future. It was designed for the way we build and deploy software right now. For anything new, the choice is clear. It has to be Core. Okay, so the choice for your framework is clear. But once you've picked your path, how do you actually handle your data? Now, while Core has some great modern options, there's one foundational technology, ADO.NET, that's been around forever and is still incredibly relevant, especially when you need raw power and control. At its heart, ADO.NET is the fundamental data access layer in .NET. It's the set of tools that lets your code connect to a database, run commands like SQL queries, and then handle the results. Think of it as the universal translator between your app and your data. And here's where its power really shines. With ADO.NET, you get full, direct, hands-on control over your SQL. This lets you fine-tune your queries for maximum performance and avoid the overhead that can sometimes come with more abstract tools, like ORMs, which basically write the SQL for you. This is you in the driver's seat. So, When do you reach for it? Well, you pull this tool out when performance is absolutely non-negotiably critical, or when you need to write some really complex, highly optimized SQL, or say you're doing massive bulk data operations. And of course, if you're working on a legacy app, chances are it's already in there. So we've seen this clear shift, right? From framework to core, a big move from a platform-specific past to a cross-platform present. And that leaves us with one last thing to think about. As today's future becomes our everyday reality, what's the next big shift we should all be preparing for? That's the question we should all be asking ourselves. So keep building and stay curious.